We begin with this stat. Coronavirus is now the third leading cause of death in Santa Clara County. Health officials there saying the numbers tonight are going in the wrong direction. Just hours ago, the number of available ICU beds dropped again, down to only 25 available beds. 8 out of 10 hospitals in the county have 5 or fewer open ICU beds. KPIX 5's Wilson Walker is live at the county fairgrounds. And Wilson, hospitals are now in crisis mode.
Well, I think they really have been for the last week or two. We've been showing you those numbers really pushing capacity coming out of Thanksgiving. Now, here we are ahead of a holiday. Pleas for people not to travel, not to gather. It sounds familiar, right? Well, today, health officials drew a straight line between the crisis in the hospitals and the behavior that came around the Thanksgiving holiday. The message is pretty clear. The county cannot afford a surge on top of a surge.
It has taken all of our collective might to try to calm things down. But if we have a surge on top of a surge, we will definitely break.
With a detectable air of desperation today, Santa Clara County health officials made the very same plea you will remember from just before Thanksgiving.
Do not have gatherings and do not travel.
Cases here were already rising sharply before that holiday, and the explosion that has followed continues to push hospitals to the limit.
On the other side of that line are things that would have been unthinkable a few months ago. We are talking about people in gurneys without a bed to go to. We are talking about rationing what scarce resources our exhausted health system has left to those who will benefit the most.
There is, however, a glimmer of encouraging news. The county's near vertical spike in cases has, for the moment at least, eased off a bit.
We have seen some softening of the rate of rise of our cases. You can see that in the orange line, that it's no longer going like this, it started to go like this. I think that does reflect the actions that we've taken and our community hearing the message and changing their behavior.
But a repeat of post-Thanksgiving is something the county cannot afford, and that is the fear here tonight, the possibility of a looming Christmas surge.
Please, I implore you all, pick up your phones, cancel your gatherings, cancel your travel.
You know, Wilson, we hear the messages, we hear we're in crisis mode, but what can the county do now to keep people from gathering that they couldn't do before Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving. Well, the short answer to that is really nothing. The kind of other answer is what we are all living with right now, and that was the preemptive shutdown that the Bay Area launched at the very beginning of December. Now, remember, the rationale on those is that you start to see whatever results you're going to get about 2 to 3 weeks after you do it, right? So here we are about 2.5 weeks later, and you can see that the crest there was at least starting to level off a little bit for the moment. So what it looks like is you've got two sort of competing forces here. The lockdown, the efforts they're trying to control things with, and the spread that we've seen really going back into early November. And again, the fear, one more surge comes on top of everything we've seen over the last 3 weeks. So the message will be there through the holidays. And as you can tell, they mean it. The consequences are serious this time.